Today on Rebels Off-Road, we'll be doing a drag race.
Welcome to RuPaul's Secret Celebrity Drag Race.
No, not that type of drag race. This is the type of drag race where we are going to be taking our brute force down to Mexico. Definitely not right out there, but down to Mexico where it's legal to do drag racing on the street.
That is not correct. Because according to the encyclopedia of...
And we will be testing out how fast this brute force is with the mods that we currently have. We're about to go over the modifications that we have done to the brute force that would be pertinent to these times. So stay tuned and we'll get right into it. But first, as always, please go smash that like button. If you haven't already, give us the thumbs up if we're doing a good job with these videos, as well as subscribing. And that will go a long way for the YouTube algorithm, and we'll continue to bring you great content like this.
Just do it!
All right, without further delay, we're gonna get into the mod list. All right, so first up on our Kawasaki Brute Force 750 is we have snorkels. And these snorkels, the air intake is the 2.5-inch diameter. These are homemade snorkels. The CVT intake and exhaust are the 2-inch pipe, but the air intake is 2.5. Like I said, this is basically a trail setup, so this isn't for all out drag racing. Keep that in mind. So we're gonna go ahead and drag race it with our stereo speaker on there. We have our radiator relocation, our homemade one, and we can talk about that one more in further videos if you want to know more about how I made this one, what radiator I used, stuff like that. Then we have tires. So these are the 30-inch cryptid tires. They are bigger than stock. Stock is 25-inch. These are 30-inch cryptid takeoffs from a Can-Am XMR. They came off at like an Outlander, my buddy's Outlander. We have the from the ground up clutching, and that was the full stage 3. We actually made a video about that if you want to check it out. We'll link the video right here. Some of you requested to see like a 0 to 60 time with this clutching, so we're gonna see what we can do about that. So for suspension, we have the stock brute force shocks, but we have these really nice C-Fab arch A-arm. It's a 2-inch lift kit. We also have a video on that. If you want to check that one out, I'll link that one up here as well, so you can check that out. Other than that, it's pretty much stock. Obviously have some storage compartments, adds a little bit to the weight and stuff like that. But yeah, as far as performance mods, that's about it as far as this race will go. Now, we're going to be using this device. It's called a draggy, and basically what it is it pulls GPS coordinates from the satellites, and it coordinates and gives a very accurate reading on speed and time, and it has an overlay that you'll see in a minute that will show you all of those outputs as we're racing. Also, I forgot to mention, I'll put a link down in the description where you can check out this draggy device as well as purchase one for yourself if you're interested. What we're going to do now is go ahead and take our four-wheeler down to Mexico. Mexico's over there. That's like the border right there, I think.
The Border Patrol. We protect America.
We're gonna take our brute force down to Mexico and do some drag racing.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Okay, so it seems as if the rev limiter kicks in at about 50 miles an hour. So that's where our baseline is gonna be in low gear, and then we'll switch over to high gear and also race it, and we'll probably race it past 50 miles per hour, but it'll give you a good idea of the 0 to 50 times at least, and see what it compares to between the low gear and the high gear up until that speed.
You're delirious, mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior, inferior. You know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
So we got the times recorded for low gear, and now we are gonna switch it over to high gear and see what the difference is and see what our 0 to 50 times are.
up. No, I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no, I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
I guess this isn't the most secure thing in the world, but my phone's okay. The case is broke. So I'm gonna call it a win. When we did that last pull and lost the phone, luckily the phone wasn't damaged and we are able to still record on it. But when I slammed on the brakes to go find my phone again, I actually kicked the four-wheeler into limp mode. And so we're gonna have to sort that out before we can do our top speed pulls. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think it just kicked on the limp mode because of how fast we decelerated. Maybe it kicked a sensor or something like that. So we'll be taking a look at it, resetting the CVT and resetting it back into regular mode before we do those top speed pulls. Hope that gave you a good idea on how fast the Brute Force is with these modifications that we've done. Like I said, the 30-inch tires, the snorkel, as well as the clutching. We don't have any tuning on it. We'll probably be adding that later and doing an update as well to see if that improved our times and how much it improved the times. So stay tuned for that. Smash that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't already. And we will see you next time.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm working on a video.
Yeah, sure.
I don't ever slow up, no, I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up